Hi guys, I'm live. Welcome to Cuppa with Michelle. And today I wanted to talk to you about something that mentioned previously actually gets overlooked. So before we get started, I'd like to make sure that you have your cup of coffee, cup of tea, or your glass of water, whatever it is that you're wanting to drink while we're having our catch up. So, and let me know where you're calling from. Let me know where you're joining from. We are on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 platforms right now. We're on YouTube, Periscope, and 5 different Facebook pages. So let me know how you're joining us right now. I am just going onto my personal page because I can't see the people joining us from the personal page on this screen. And I just want to make sure I get to say hello to everyone. Hey, Anki, how are you? Apa kabar? Thanks for joining us today. And for those of you joining here, let me know. Hey, Calvin, how are you? I'm good, and I'm coming to you from Jakarta, Indonesia. Okay, so we are here to talk about water. A lot of people think that water is just water, that all water are created equal. I have been a practitioner since 2008. And since that time, so almost 13 years, am I right? Wow, no, not quite. Okay, so that's right, 12 years, almost 13. So for that period, I have been promoting to people to eat healthy, eat organic, choose the best foods and best tools to put in your body, and to drink good water. I've always talked to people about creating a more alkaline constitution rather than an acidic constitution. We've always talked to people about how creating an acidic constitution actually makes you more prone to illness. A more alkaline constitution is healthier because our blood is and has to be slightly alkaline, otherwise we get sick. Now, in order to maintain the alkalinity of our blood, we have to make sure that there are sources for alkaline minerals in our body. If we don't have enough sources of alkaline minerals in our body will source it from our bones. And that's how osteoporosis happens. So do you have enough alkaline minerals in your body? Are you able to ensure that you have the source for your body to get what it needs? Our body is also more than 75% water. Depending on our stage in life will dictate how much water we have in our system. The less amount of water we have, the more, below 75 we're getting in our system, the closer we are to aging or the aging process, and the closer we are to actually not encouraging growth in our cells. So I don't want to use the word death, but basically the older you are, the more susceptible your system is to your cells deteriorating. It also means that the lesser amount of water you have in your system. Remember that your body cannot perform optimally without the right amount of water, without the right kind of water, without the antioxidants, the minerals, and the nutrients that your body needs. So why are we talking about nutrients? Why are we talking about minerals if we're talking about water? Well, the fact is, if you have the right kind of water in your system, your water should be able to provide you the minerals that your body needs. Okay. Work from home, antibiotic, yeah? Okay, so just double checking people that are jumping in. Just say hello and I shall read your comments in a bit. Now, we talk about water quite a lot on this platform, but not a lot anywhere else. The thing is, I think when people think about wellness, people think about food first, then they think about exercise, and they forget about everything else that comprises a person. And again, if we are more water than anything else, why are we not focused on looking at the water that we are drinking? After all, if you're not putting in the right amount, the right kind of nutrients in your body, and that goes for water as well, then you're not rebuilding your system to where it needs to be. So what kind of water does our body need? We always talk about antioxidants. We talk about, we need vitamin C to boost our antioxidant levels. We need zinc and vitamin C during COVID because that's what's going to heal our body. What is it about those things that will heal our body? The antioxidants. Did you know that your water should have the ability to provide you with antioxidants? So I'll give you a scale. And for those of you that don't know me, I am a naturopath. I'm an anti-aging practitioner. I'm a health and wellness coach. I'm also a herbalist, an iridologist, and a nutritionist. So this is all coming from my years of learning and my years of practice. In my practice, I always say you need to be able to see the numbers. You need to be able to see what we are talking about. If I say you need to lose weight, I need to be able to show you why, how much weight you need to lose. And more often than not, I say you don't need to lose weight, you need to lose fat. So I need to be able to show you your fat content. The same with water. If I'm telling you you need antioxidants in your body, you need to understand what the levels are of the antioxidants that your body needs. Now, the antioxidants that we're familiar with are vitamin C. We're familiar with fish oil or cod liver oil. We're familiar with green tea. Those are the most common sources of antioxidants that we have created a number for, right? People say, have 2 or 3 cups of green tea a day, and that will give you the antioxidants that your body needs. People say, take vitamin C, drink orange juice to get the vitamin C. And people talk about fish oil that same way. Now, let me give you a chart that will show you the levels of antioxidants in your system. Now, to understand the scale that I'll be showing you right now, I need to use the word oxidation reduction potential. Oxidation reduction potential is the way to measure the levels of antioxidants in a menstrual or in water. So if you're going to measure green tea, it has to be in a state that could be measured, that's measurable. So in this case, it has to be liquid. So the way to measure green tea is in its liquid form. You get the antioxidant levels of green tea and then you give the numbers. I'm going to show you, and I'm going to try and cover one side of this with another piece of paper. Whoops. Let me just try and see which one is the best way for me to cover it up. Okay, maybe I shall use this book. All right. So let's use this scale. When you're looking at oxidation reduction potential, ORP has to be negative for it to actually be able to reduce the oxidation in your system. The oxidation reduction potential measures whether or not what you're drinking can actually reduce oxidation in the body. So if you're looking at green tea, and I'm going to try and put this a little bit closer to you, green tea has a minus 100 ORP. Vitamin C is slightly less than green tea, and cod liver oil is around the minus 200. But look at the Kangen water level over there. That one shows a minus 400. Now, if I can share with you a site on Facebook to look at Kangen Water Melbourne and Canberra. It's a Facebook page that you could jump into, and Kangen Water Melbourne and Canberra, where we're also live right now, actually has a few pictures of me measuring the ORP of my enagic water at different times, at different years, in different places, plugged to different water sources. And I would usually have a reading of minus 600 to minus 800. Now, what does that mean? If fish oil is a minus 200, drinking your Kangen water will give you double the antioxidants that fish oil can give you. If you have fish oil, you have to be careful about the quantity that you'll be drinking, because aside from the antioxidant properties of fish oil, it also has the ability to flush out LDL cholesterol, which is bad cholesterol. That's why fish oil is good for us. Fish oil has the ability to flush out LDL cholesterol and increase HDL cholesterol, which is the good cholesterol. So you don't want to flush out too much. You want to have a good level of your LDL and HDL, so you can't have too much fish oil. However, if you can have a water source or a vitamin source that has high levels of antioxidant without the negative side effects, wouldn't it be good to be able to take a lot of those? So if the Enaji Kangen water already in the scale at its lowest level can give you a minus 400 reading, which is double that of cod liver oil, double that of fish oil, and you can take it anytime, all the time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Doesn't that mean that you now have access to amazing levels of antioxidants for your body regularly, getting rid of oxidative stress, getting rid and rebuilding oxidative damage in your body, right? Now, what does it mean if you're drinking bottled water? In places like Indonesia, the Philippines, Malaysia, China, and other Asian countries, or actually right now, even in the US, Australia, Canada, a lot of companies sell bottled water. They sell bottled water because they have realized that studies have shown fluoride, chlorine, and other contaminants in tap water can actually negatively impact our health. So if you are drinking contaminated tap water, are they going to have, will it have any antioxidants in it? No, it can't. It's dead water. It's been killed by the chemicals that's been put in it to get rid of as much of the contaminants in the dam before the water is brought to you into your tap or reaches your tap. So it doesn't have antioxidants. So now this water bottle company say, look, we've got a water bottle here for you. It's got an amazing ability to boost your system, rebuild your system without the contaminants. Now, we tested those waters, and there are a lot of testing that's done on my Facebook pages. So I've got Kangen Water Melbourne, Canberra. I've got Kangen Water PNG for Papua New Guinea. I've got Kangen Water Diamond Bar. So check any of those. You can also go to this one, demo.kangencanberra.com, to actually see how the different bottles fare when tested. So the way we test antioxidant levels in water is by doing the pH test and the ORP test. So this ORP test is what I'm showing you right now. A negative ORP means that it actually reduces oxidative stress. A positive ORP means it contributes to oxidative stress. It cannot get rid of oxidative stress in your system. It cannot provide antioxidant properties. It can only harm your system. It quenches your thirst, yes, but it actually harms your system, because if you can't get rid of oxidative stress or oxidative damage, then what happens? It accumulates in your body and it encourages illness. So let's see where tap water falls in that, where bottled water falls in that. And if you are a soft drinks drinker, let's see what that shows. So in this reading, oops, let me just do that. It shows that bottled drinks have a plus 200 ORP, soft drinks have a plus 300 to plus 400 ORP, and tap water is from plus 300 to plus 400. What does that mean? It means that all those drinks actually contribute to oxidative stress rather than remove oxidative stress from your system. They do not give you antioxidants for your body. So now my question for you, why will you drink water that actually contributes to oxidative damage in your system? Why will you drink water that cannot build your body? Why will you drink water that cannot boost antioxidant levels in your body? It's a very good question, right? So again, that test is the ORP test. And if you go to demo.kangencanberra.com, you'll see that. You'll see other tests that we've done with other bottled waters. If you actually go to our other Facebook pages, again, that's Kangen Water Melbourne and Canberra. The other one's Kangen Water PNG, and the other one is Kangen Water diamond bar. You can also go to Kangen Water Brisbane, and there's so many other sources out there, but I can definitely tell you for a fact that the first three that I've mentioned will have different water testing results that you can see. All right. Now, aside from ensuring that your water should provide you antioxidant properties, what else should your water do for you? Now, I think the important thing to remember is that your water should also be able to contribute to alkaline minerals for your body, right? After all, what's in water? There should be sodium, there should be potassium, there should be magnesium, there should be calcium. Why? Because they get that from the soil, right? So if that's all removed from the tap, then that's all dead. But if you have an amazing ionizer like we do, it filters out the crap and keeps the minerals in the water intact so that you can actually have access to healthy minerals. Now, when you have a high pH or a pH that's higher than 7.5, what that does for you is it actually allows your body to have access to alkaline minerals that your body can access so that it maintains a slightly alkaline blood pH level. At the same time, it helps support your organ systems that need alkaline minerals like your bones, your skin, your ligaments. So what do we do to test that? You do get a pH tester. Again, you'll be able to see what the pH tester looks like in the demo.kangencanberra.com, and you'll be able to see the levels that it should show. Now, I'm just going to see if I've got a sample of that here. Yes, I do. Okay. So, but before we get there, there are a lot of materials on alkalinity. And as I said, a lot of dietitians, a lot of nutritionists, a lot of fitness gurus talk about how you should maintain a slightly more alkaline system. And the reason for that is the more alkaline you are, the less chances you have of falling ill, the less chances you have of getting your falling for issues or having issues like cancer, tumors, and what have you. The reason for that is cancer does not grow in an alkaline constitution. The only way cancer can grow and proliferate is if the constitution around it is acidic and if it doesn't have enough oxygen. And there is only high levels of oxygen in your body if your body is slightly alkaline. Okay? So, in fact, as early as 1923, that was discovered by Dr. Otto Warburg. There you go. And it says that he discovered that all disease has the same cause, and it's too much acidity. He says that cancer only lives in acidosis and hypoxia, which means lack of oxygen. And again, as I said, what does that mean? A more alkaline constitution means there is more oxygen in your body. If you want to boost oxygen levels in your system, make sure that you're drinking alkaline water and water that actually introduces the oxygen in your system. Okay, so different drinks have different alkalinity levels. And again, I would recommend that you go into this site to be able to see how the different waters measure up. Now, acid and alkaline levels have this chart. Oops. Okay. The greens are not coming out because I've got a green screen behind me. These are slightly greener. Oops. This one is blue-green. And then the more alkaline it gets, then it becomes blue, purple, and really, that's not black. That's actually, oops, that's not black. That's dark purple. So your goal is to be able to drink water between 8.5 pH to 9.5 pH to be able to help boost alkalinity in your body. And why is that? Everything around us is acidic. Stress is acidic. Pollution is acidic. Meat is acidic, coffee is acidic, sugary stuff is acidic, carbohydrates is acidic. If you don't put in alkaline stuff in your body, then you have no hope of balancing the levels in your system. So make sure that you're not drinking acidic water. The first thing to make sure is that your water actually has antioxidant levels. And the second one is to make sure that it is more alkaline than acidic. So again, check out that demo page to be able to see what the different waters are. See which one your water is. Actually, let us know what you drink so that we can help you see what it is that you might be seeing as the pH levels in your water. Okay, Kathy, why is our Kangen drinking water at 9.5? Kangen drinking water is from 8.5 to 9.5. So you have 3 Kangen water levels. It's 8.5, 9, and 9.5. And depending on whether or not you're just starting to introduce alkaline water in your system will dictate what level you should be drinking. When you've just started drinking alkaline water, we recommend starting from the 8.5, and that's only because your body's not used to it. When you do a major change for your system, you will always expect a detox reaction, and that's just a natural thing. If you, for example, change your diet from eating solids to going into a juice fast, your body will go through a detox change, a detox reaction. The same thing happens when you actually drink 9.5 pH straight away. It's not going to kill you, mind you, but you will feel the detox reaction. I have to admit, I never went 8.5, 9, 9.5. I wanted to test it and make sure that it actually would work and benefit me. So when we first started drinking the water, we went straight to 9.5 and had some headaches. I think I had a headache for like a couple of days and then it was gone. That was it. That was my detox reaction. Other people, all of a sudden sweat so much because their body had to expel all this toxicity that was inside that couldn't come out. And others had dandruff, again, stuff that your body holds on to. All of a sudden is flushed out because the lymphatic system needs water, the circulatory system needs water. And once you put in the good water in your body, then the body is able to perform the functions that it needs to perform. So why is our drinking water at 9.5? Because our body needs a good alkaline level to reboot, rebuild, and sustain the processes that our body needs at the most optimal level. So I hope that's helped, Kathy, and thanks for joining us. All right, let me just have a drink. Have your coffee, have your tea. Okay, so when you're having coffee all the time and tea all the time, some people say, oh, coffee's bad for you. Too much tea is bad for you. I always say coffee and tea in moderation is good for you. Take it the right way. Take it the way it was meant to be taken, and it will help boost your system. Coffee and tea are indeed acidic, and that's why in this household, we only prepare them with 9.5 pH water so that my water can actually neutralize that acidity. And when it comes into my body, it doesn't harm my system. All it does is it allows my body to now absorb the antioxidant properties of tea and coffee because they do have really amazing antioxidant properties. But we kill it because we use acidic water, we use dead water, that's usually from tap. We put sugar and milk, both of which actually acidifies your tea even more or your coffee even more. And then instead of being able to actually boost your system, it doesn't. So if you want coffee and tea to actually give you the health benefits, if you're using that as an excuse, then drink it right. Learn how to drink it right. I know it's bitter, but you know what? Once you get used to that, you learn to appreciate the different flavors of coffee, which gets masked if you put sugar and milk in your coffee or your tea. All right? Okay, so type away all those questions. Let me just go and see if there's any other questions on my personal page. Okay, awesome, awesome. Hey, Kiru, thanks, Kiru and Cindy Lou. Awesome, thanks for watching me. The others, I'm not gonna be able to see them straight away because I actually have to go to all the different platforms to see who's there, who's watching. Connie, if you're able to actually see who's popped in, who's waved, who said hello, who's left a message that I'm not greeting, could you just send that to me on the comments here? Thank you. All right, so we're talking about pH levels, what's acidic and what's not acidic. The amazing thing when you actually watch this demo is that soft drinks are crazy acidic. They're so acidic that it actually takes about 26 to 32 glasses of alkaline water to just neutralize it from our system. That's how bad it is. So if you go out to a function and you drink your soft drinks, know that you have to make sure that you boost the alkaline water intake after that. And again, the only thing that can neutralize it, I truly believe, and tests and scientific studies have shown it, is enagic Kangen water. Now, if you don't want to have that problem, then don't drink soft drinks. Don't drink Coke. Don't drink coffee even, because again, as I said, they're all acidic. You want to keep your body alkaline and you don't want to purchase the enagic Kangen machine because you think it's not worth it. Don't eat meat. Don't eat chicken. Don't have some of the fruits that are quite acidic, and you can verify them. There's a list of acid and alkaline fruits. Make a list of that. Don't live in a polluted place. Don't embrace yourself in stress. Do not be around any routers and internet connections. In short, live in isolation and you should be fine. But we don't live in isolation. We live in wherever it is that we live, in our community, in the city, in the suburbs. We have stress. We have, you know, all these amazing fruits and veggies and food around us. We have events and affairs that we attend where we want to be able to eat good food. So if you want that normal life, make sure you have something, a tool in your home that will help neutralize all of this. And that's your enagic Kangen machine. Okay? All right. Now, what else? What else is important about water? Now, remember that we've talked about the antioxidant properties. We've talked about the alkaline properties. We have this thing that we call microclustered, so the molecules of the water get small. The best way for me to describe that is, why do we boil water for coffee and tea? Well, the reason for that is if we don't boil it, it cannot absorb, or you cannot break down your coffee or your tea. It cannot pull out the flavor, the goodness of coffee and tea. Because it's only when the molecules are moving, when the molecules are energized, when the molecules are fast, that it can actually change or pull out the nutrients, the benefits, the flavor in what you're drinking. When it's got energy, when the water is moving fast, that's also the only time it gets absorbed into our system properly. So what water has that energy, has that live thing happening so that it gets absorbed in our system without being boiled. It's only the enagic Kangen water. Enagic Kangen water has microclustered minerals that it absorbs into our system fast. If you've never drank this water, the first time you drink the water, you'll feel like you drank so much and yet you're thirsty. And the reason for that is it absorbs into your system so fast. Your body knows it's good for it. Your cells want to take it. Remember, your cells are semi-permeable. Your cells know what should go into them and what shouldn't go into them. And once they know that the enagic water goes through and is good for them, they actually all want more. And you feel thirsty until you've actually filled in the required amount that your body needs. We're not talking about 2.5 liters. We're not talking about number of liters. We're literally talking about instinctively what your body will want to keep drinking. When you first start drinking it, It's not like any other types of water where you struggle to drink it because the molecules are so big, where you struggle to drink it because it doesn't glide smoothly into your system. It actually absorbs so well that people who hated drinking water in the past, who needed flavor in the water to actually drink it well with the Kangen water. So if you've never had access to it, give it a try. Find someone that has it. Otherwise, look at the demo. And if you're like me, as soon as I saw my first demo video, it was a video from a patient needing my help to find out if this was good enough for her son. And the first thing I said was not, this is good for your son. The first thing I said was, I want one. So watch the video because you need to see it for yourself. Okay, we've got a question here. From Anki. So this is passed on by my assistant Connie. That's got my face there. So it says what the different odorless omega-3 with the non-odor. Okay, so what's the difference between the odorless and the the omega-3 with odor? You know what it is, Anki? It's actually them masking the odor of omega-3 with a flavor, with a scent, with like lemon or orange or what have you. Because if they don't mask it and they didn't prepare it properly and you smell the fishy smell, that means your fish oil is rancid. So I don't usually buy the ones with flavor or odor because it masks the real state of your fish oil. Fish oil should not smell like fish. It should not give you that fishy taste when you've had it, because if it gives you that, then it's rancid. You shouldn't be drinking it. Again, another reason why it's even safer to just boost your system with Enagic Kangen water. Now, one of the things that I mentioned earlier about fish oil is that it's got its anti-inflammatory properties. Now, I'd like to bring your attention to this book. It's called Kangen Water. It's the clinical study done by Dr. Horst Filzer, and he published the clinical study here. Now, if you want to see the raw version of the clinical study, you can actually also look for it in the National Institute of Health because it was published in the National Institute of Health. That's how amazing that study was. You know, you don't get a crappy study published in the National Institute of Health. That's something to take into account. Okay, so one of the best things that he actually said here is that with the Enagic Kangen water, so it talks here, the first study in tissue culture showed the following. So this is the results. It said that there was a significant suppression of the inflammatory response by neutrophils with Kangen water. What does that mean? That means that by simply drinking Kangen water, you can actually suppress inflammation in the system. It's exactly what fish oil does as well, right? So why would you want to keep spending and buying products that you're not even sure are of high value if you can buy and put your money instead on buying a machine that will sit on your counter 24/7 and provide you with anti-inflammatory effects, right? Have a think of that. Another thing that it says is that an additional testing of the water showed that in the presence of glucose, the mitochondria of the cell upregulate their activity. In other words, the engine of the cell runs better with Kangen water. Kangen water is the right type of water for the cells of our body to allow the body to actually perform optimally. The clinical study proves it. It's here. So get access to this book. Let me know if you're interested in this book, and I shall connect you, depending on where you live, to the right source. And it just is an amazing eye-opener. You know, before reading all these materials, I actually just bought my own machine because I was a big believer of the alkaline acid relationship. I believe that the more alkaline my body was, the more prone to good health, my body and my family's body would be, that we would be able to steer clear of, arthritis, eczema, psoriasis, all these highly acidic illnesses, diabetes, heart disease, they're all acidic illnesses. So if I can keep our family from getting ill and getting those, then we've won, right? So we don't use tap water for cleaning our food, washing our veggies, washing our rice, none of those. We only use the Kangen water. Why do I say that? If you're still using tap water to wash your veggies, the only thing that you're doing is you're putting in all the toxicity inside your food. Your food absorbs that water. So you're not eating, clean, healthy food. Okay, so we boost our food with even more oxygen, more alkalinity by washing them and soaking them in Kangen water. All right. Thanks, Kathy, for inviting your friends, Mickey and Gonzaga. Awesome, guys. Let me know if you're in, and if you've got any questions, just type them away. Now, another book that I have here, I've got so many different books. It's The Microbe Factor. I love this book. I had this book even before I discovered the Kangen water. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease in 2002. People with Crohn's are told that they will have Crohn's forever. It is something that they have to live with, that they have to know how to keep their bodies healthy, because Crohn's is the inflammation of the bowel, ulceration of the bowel, and because of that, you can go into remission, but it will always flare up. The bowel is something that's hard to keep clean and clear because food goes through the bowel. Now, what they didn't tell me, which I found out in research later on, is that I could actually rebuild my bowel and heal myself by ensuring that every time I have a flare up, that my body, my gut be given a break, that I only take in foods in terms of water and juices that glides through my bowel, doesn't harm my bowel, that rebuilds my bowel with the nutrients in it. So again, I saw this before I got my first machine. I was diagnosed in 2002. I bought this book, maybe 2003 or 2004. Got my first machine in 2011. That's right. I say my first machine because we have since bought a machine for each member of our family. All our kids who are in university have their own machine. Our parents have their own machine. And I have loved to promote this machine to my patients because of the benefits that it gives them. But what I find amazing is, and it didn't even, click in my head. I didn't know what he was talking about here. I just thought he was talking about, good pH water. But in this book, Dr. Shinya, and we know doctors have to be very careful about endorsing anything because it can be, it can mean their license to practice. He actually says in page 81, chapter 6, he talks about the Shinya Little Fast. Dr. Shinya promotes this Little Shinya Fast to help people go into remission and to help boost their body after a cancer diagnosis. So he helps patients recover from their cancers. And in the Shinya Fast, it actually says here, it's important to drink your water. It says here, in order to reduce the burden on the stomach and the intestine and to conserve your body's enzymes, have dinner no later than 6 or 7 the night before your breakfast fast. After dinner, prior to going to bed, nothing should be consumed except for good water. And then he goes further. He doesn't stop there. He could have stopped there. He goes further. He says, I define good water as water that has been purified of chemicals like chlorine and other toxins, and that has a pH around 8.5. I myself drink Kangen water, but you may choose your own filtered water or mineral water. Drink the water at room temperature because cold water will lower your body temperature and your immune strength. So he mentions what he himself drinks. And then, if you go to page 109, he talks about the Kangen water again, and he says, okay, blah, blah, blah. Talks about what is good water. Sorry, this is 108 it starts. What is good water? And he talks about the pesticides, the fertilizer, the pollutants that run off in wastewater, the water that gets sent into our taps. It says here water is tested, of course, but even though these substances may be within the scope of government safety standards, this is hardly the proper water to nourish the cells of the entire body. I love that he said that, okay? And then if you go down in what he talks about, he goes, I am a doctor and that is my work. So I didn't get involved in any of the business. But since that time, I've been drinking this alkaline water we call Kangen water. So he doesn't make money promoting this machine. He doesn't make anything promoting this machine. He talks about the technology of producing the Kangen water has gotten much more sophisticated, of course, and Kangen water machines have become available in the US. I have a Kangen water machine in my New York medical office, and this is the water I drink and I give to my patients. In addition to filtering out the pollutants, this Kangen water has strong reduction power and helps keep the body at an optimal alkaline pH. How good is that? Again, doctors don't recommend anything in their books that might actually impact their career. Because if they say anything that's false, it's taken against them and they can lose their medical license. I love that he mentions that there. Now, he's not the only doctor that says that. There's another book, and it's Change Your Water, Change Your Life, Dr. Dave Carpenter. And again, he talks about the water. He talks about the goodness of the water. He talks about the benefits of the water. So get yourself access to this reading materials if you really want to know, why changing your water, choosing this type of water is good for you. My other favorite is this book, Killing Cancer, Not People. You've seen me use this as a cover when I was describing the ORP levels. And I like this because cancer has plagued us for quite a while. We, have developed all sorts of medication for cancer. Very few practitioners talk about how boosting your health can help your cancer. In fact, doctors to this day and age still tell their clients, if you're doing chemo, don't take any antioxidants because it can impact the chemo treatment. I had the honor of interviewing Dr. Horst Filzer, and he has shared in that there's that he actually supports people taking antioxidants during chemo, that very few follow that protocol, that it cannot truly be said that it cannot help, that it can aggravate. In fact, there are more records and more studies that show that taking antioxidants during chemo help improve your treatment results, help prevent the after effects, the bad after effects of chemo, and help improve the speedy recovery of the patients. Killing Cancer, Not People, also dedicated, Killing Cancer, Not People was written by Robert Wright. Robert Wright heads the American Anti-Cancer Institute. Here we go. He's the director of the American Anti-Cancer Institute, the International Wellness and Research Center. So a whole chapter 6 is dedicated to step 3 of the cancer diet, restructured ionized water. And he specifically identifies the water that he recommends, and it is the Kangen water. So these are books that you guys should have: Killing Cancer, Not People, The Kangen Water, Scientific Study Results by Dr. Horst Filzer. And again, I love this, The Microbe Factor. So if you're looking for books that will help you understand the benefits of the right kind of water, I reckon get these books. You got a book from an amazing general surgeon and vascular surgeon. You have a book from the director of the Anti-Cancer Institute, and you've got the book from Hiromi Shinya, who invented the Shinya method in colonoscopy. He's helped a lot of people deal with their cancer, recover from their cancer, and he's helped a lot of people so that they don't develop the cancer again. Okay, so have we got any questions while I just drink my water? Let me know, type your questions. Sorry, Calvin, I didn't see your question. Who's your favorite rapper? I'm not really a rap person. I do love rap when I hear it. Can't tell you who my favorites are because it's not really my music. Okay, so let me just see any more questions here that we've missed. Work from home. Okay. Hey, Ben. Hey, Georgina. Thanks for watching, guys. Okay, whoops, how do I get out of here to see the others? I think I clicked the wrong thing again. Anyway, as I said, I'll greet everyone in the respective pages. What I want to share with you right now is this website. Go to Kangen Water, kangencanberra.com and get your free ebook on healthy water. In fact, let me show you how that site looks like. And again, as I said, it's a free ebook. It will help you understand what healthy water is. And let me share my screen. Okay, here we go. So when you get to Kangen Water, you'll see this screen, and this actually just is the kangencanberra.com site. It'll ask you to fill up your details so you can get this free ebook. Go for it so that you can actually understand what healthy water is. And then when you go into this site, you will have the opportunity to understand a little bit more about the water, the importance of the right kind of water, how not all water is created equal. It gives you access to a few videos that are quite important. Talks about bottled water. See, the thing that a lot of people don't realize is that bottled water has actually polluted our waterways. You know, we have so much plastic blocking our waterways. It's not funny anymore. I think we should all take it upon ourselves to stop buying bottled water because it is not contributing to good health globally, to our community, our nation, to our planet. So let's actually be more mindful of what we're doing. Get yourself a machine. A machine will save you money in the long run. It will save you throwing away all this plastic bottled water. It will also help you rebuild your system better. As I just showed you, bottled water does not give you a negative ORP, which your body needs. The other thing that would be good to look at here, see when you go up, is the videos. There are, as I said, several different videos here that you can go to. I have an interview with Wade Lightheart. I have here the discussion with Roslyn on the important qualities of good water. I have a test that I did with a bottled water that claims to be using reverse osmosis. A lot of people think that reverse osmosis is really good for you. And I actually show you in this test how it isn't the case. I have here Chef Julian about how Kangen water affects your food, how you cook your food, the flavor of your food, and how it actually flushes out pesticides that are on your fruits, on your veggies, because you have to remember that pesticides have to be sprayed on a lot of veggies like broccoli, like cauliflower, because those veggies insects love. In fact, in terms of herbs of tea, chamomile tea gets a lot of insects. Those things have to be sprayed. So be careful what you're drinking. And if you're not sure what you're drinking, soaking them in 11.5 pH Kangen water pulls out the pesticides in the plant, on the fruit, on the veggies. Talks about the comparisons for oxidant and antioxidant, and talks about the pH levels of different drinks. So, you can click any of these videos. There are more videos that are coming up that you can watch. And so, go to this site, kangencamera.com, and it gives you more information about Kangen water and Kangen machine. It also talks about how you use the water, what the different levels are for, what they're good for. We have our very strong Kangen water, which, as I said, pulls out oil-based pesticides that are covering our fruit and veggies. The apple, for example, is very shiny because of the wax that covers it. Again, to get rid of that too, you use the strong Kangen water. Strong Kangen water is also what we use to wash our very oily dishes, wipe the the range hood, because oil goes up into the range hood. So you need to have non-toxic substances to actually clean your products, your bench tops and your home. Kangen water is what we use for drinking, for food prep. Clean water is what we give babies and people who are drinking medications when they have their medication and they drink their meds. We recommend that they drink it with 7.0, because a lot of those medications are tested with 7.0 pH water. Acid water is what we use to disinfect. Slightly acidic is what you use to wash your face. So we're talking about 6.0 pH to 4.0 pH. We use that for the hair, for the face. It can be a great bath water, even for babies, because our skin is slightly acidic. Our pet hair will stop shedding so much if you use acid water to wash your pets. Okay, and strong acidic water, 2.5, 2.7, is actually really good for sanitizing your knives, your cutting boards, your dish towels, your kitchen cloths, and anywhere you want to kill bacteria. Our toothbrush, we soak in 2.5 pH water so that it kills the bacteria in our toothbrush. And a lot of other things in your home, you can actually sanitize with 2.5. So make sure you check out those. Let me just see how to get back. I kind of forgot how to get back. Okay, stop share. Let's stop the share and get rid of this. All right. Okay. Let's go back here. So I hope you guys got enlightened by that, by me talking about water. Again, if we look at the ingredients in our food, in the food that we eat, if we make sure that it doesn't have too much fats, too much sugar, too much salts, that it doesn't have pesticides or flavorings, we have to do the same with our water. We have to see what's in our water. We have to see if our water has fluoride, chlorine, ultrazine, and all this, or E. coli, which are actually part of the scales used to measure water, because you get E. coli in water. There have been instances in Queensland, in the US, in different countries, in different cities, where after a big flood, the levels of E. coli in the water goes up and people get sick drinking from the tap or even bathing from the tap. So don't let this happen to your family. One of the last things that I want to share is, if we are going to be careful about the water that we drink, let's be careful about the water that we bathe in as well. If you cannot drink, if you have realized how dirty your tap water is, that you can't drink it, why will you put it on your skin? Your skin absorbs the water. It's like the veggies. I keep saying, don't wash your veggies or your fruit in tap water. Well, don't wash your body in tap water as well, because tap water can actually cause an imbalance in your system and in your health once it absorbs into your skin, and we do absorb it. Again, I've got different videos that show that on my website, on my Facebook page, so make sure you watch those videos. I hope you've enjoyed my cuppa, although I've been drinking my water. I've been having very late nights, and when you're busy, when you're wanting to ensure that your body doesn't break down, you don't drink coffee or tea, you drink water. You drink high antioxidant water. Okay, I love my coffee. You guys know that. I love my tea. But when my body's exhausted, I only drink water. So make sure you're drinking the right kind of water. On my side, you might see these things as well. These are my lectures that I've done. One is called Overhaul Health, and the other one is called Children's Health. You can get them on our website. They talk about how you can feed your family right, what lifestyle changes you have to make as a family, what water you should be drinking, how this water impacts your family's health. So check it out on my website. My website is simply michelletjones.com. Ooh, I didn't share it here. Why did I not share it here? Okay, so let me actually share that with you on the screen. If we go here, this is my website. It's michelletjones.com. It talks about rebalancing, restoring your body back to its original state. It's about how to eat right, how to create your own program, how to achieve your wellness goals. And I do have free videos here as well. I encourage everyone to check out these free videos, download them, and learn about the signs your body shows you to show you that you're in trouble, what the right food and the wrong foods are, and what supplements actually rebuild your system. So make sure you download this. My passion is, empowering people with their health, helping people achieve optimal health. So I hope I've been able to do just that in this chat. I hope you've learned a lot from this chat, and I will look at the comments again later today. Thank you for those of you that have joined me. And if you are watching the replay, send me a hashtag replay and let me know what your questions are about health, wellness, and your water. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.